welcome back to my channel. So today, as I clear my throat because I still have this cough, I'm going to color a page in Magical Jungle. That's by Johanna Basford. And I'm going to try out these new Indra Creative watercolor pencils. So these were sent to me by Evelyn. She's here on YouTube. She had sent these over for, I think, Christmas time. I think I had included them in that. Oh no, this might have been this month. I have to do my haul video, so I can't ever recall off the top of my head. But you know, as I'm doing, or as you guys know, I'm doing the watercolor battles, and so many of you have been so gracious to donate pencils towards the battles. And I've been swatching them, and part of the battles is I need to color with them. And so, you know, my new motto of 2022 is just go where the wind blows me, and I felt like coloring a page with you guys. So excuse the angle. I have it angled like this so that my big fat hand is out of the way when I color. So, yeah, I swatched these yesterday. Now, I did swatch them on watercolor paper. Now, I will say the Indra, it's just like the macaroon pencils. There's no names or numbers. So I swatched them in the order they came. Excuse me. And one thing I did notice, okay, right off the bat is it's supposed to be 66 pencils. See, so it is 60 plus 6, and then, you know, this whole free items plus 6 watercolor pencils. It's very confusing. So I had figured there was 66 colors total. No, it's 66 pencils. So these ones here that are dualed out, these were counted as one pencil, but there's 2 colors. So my swatch chart was 11 by 6, you know, 11 across, 6 down. And that is why I have these random ones right here, because once I got to the end of the second tray, I realized, yeah, there were actually more than 66. So what is that, 72 pencils? I can't math. So, yeah. But anyway, the metallics and neons are split pencils. I'm not gonna lie, I was not impressed. I mean, they're not metallic by any means whatsoever, and they don't even dissolve on this watercolor paper. The neons did, and actually, I really enjoyed the second tray more. You'll see here that these have been clipped for disc binding. It's part of my new swatch project that I will reveal when it's done. So anyway, enough of that. I thought I would find a page in Johanna Basford and color it with you guys. Now, if you have these, you can color along. You can just hang out and watch and learn. This will be kind of like a color and chat / test / whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I am taking content for 2022 in a different way. I'm gonna have fun and relax and not be super structured. I'm not gonna have a schedule. I might not even follow my own tag. It is what it is. And then, since we're in the mood to test, I grabbed 2 new water brushes that I just got recently. So I grabbed one of my Tombow water brushes. I grabbed my Derwent. Now I swatched with the Derwent. I wasn't very impressed during the swatching, but we'll see how it goes here. And then just for safety, I got my favorite Pentel water brush. So this is going to be wonky because I didn't feel like numbering these and labeling them, because I figured when I looked in the trays, these were not in any particular color order. So I will most likely be redoing this swatch chart. Plus, I can't stand that I've got these randoms here. So I will be putting these in a color order that makes sense now that I've swatched them. But That said, we can still play with them. So I think I'll do this one. It's pretty simple, and I'm not going anything fancy schmancy here. Again, magical jungle. So let's start with, let's get some greens going. Oh, these greens actually are really pretty up here. And I know you're probably thinking, how on earth can you tell what is what? I kind of have markers, like, so I know the metallics are here. If I want to go to this green, I just count backwards or count from the blue. Yeah, it's not a perfect system, but it's my system. So I think let's try this green, that one there. And then let's try, that one will be too light, but let's move over to the one just next to it. Now these are cool. They have the black wood, similar to like Black Widows, so they really stand out. So yeah, let's try these out. I am gonna sharpen. Oh, that was loud. And the reason for that is this blunt squared off edge is just awkward. So that was one, and plug your ears. There we go. I didn't wait for the auto stop on that one. They sharpen pretty well, which is another good thing we want to test. And oh, I forgot my notebook. I've been keeping a notebook nearby so I can keep notes while we're doing this, so I can, you know, say, hey, I've noticed this or that. So yeah, let's just dive in and put some of this darkish green color. Now these are on Amazon. Another subscriber was really sweet. She sent me quite a few watercolor pencils to contribute to this. And her name is Faye. She also sent me a ton of watercolor confections. Maybe I'll use some of those in the background here. She sent me a 36 count of these. And I'm actually going to take them out and take a look and see what colors come in that 36 count. So I ended up with 2 sets, but that's good because I can tell you what you get in each set in case you're curious. I don't know what the pricing is on these. I didn't even know these were a thing until it was brought up in one of my streams. So yeah, I'll have to look up the pricing, but I'll put both sets in there if you're curious. And then I figured, you know, if I sit and color with them as well, you kind of can get an idea. No more first impressions and swatching. Some things I'll swatch, some things I won't. Like I said, I'm taking this year and doing content when and how I feel like doing it. If I feel like swatching that day, I'll swatch that day. If I don't, I don't. If I want to get really artsy with my editing on a video, I'll get artsy. If I don't want to edit at all, I won't. It's just going to be what it is. I could probably zoom you guys in a little. Ooh, or a lot. Hey, well, there we go. But at least you can see what I'm doing. So now I'm taking this light green. Kind of fun to make up names for these, I guess. I'm just kind of leaving some white space because that's where I want to drag the color, but I am overlapping. Now, hardness wise, these are a little harder and scratchier than the higher end watercolor pencils, but excuse me, I'm not like shocked by that. So like, don't think these will be as soft and creamy as Albrecht Dürer. I would say they're harder than Arteza Expert. What's another one? Let's see, Derwent watercolor. I would say these are harder than those, and probably harder than the Lyra Graduate, which are a student grade pencil. Which way do we want this to go? All right, back to our dark green. Basically just kind of filling in this vine thingy here. It's really no specific plan. other than keeping my hand out of your way. That's the primary goal today. Keep the hand out of the way. But yeah, if you don't have these, pick up similar colors in any watercolor brand you have. Arteza definitely has colors just like this. Even your higher end ones, if you want to break out your... Why did I put that light color there? Well, we're just going to add some dark. If you have Albrecht Dürer, go ahead and break those out and just grab similar colors and color along, learn some techniques. Let's see, I think those, I'm doing more the round leaves. Okay, so back to our darker green. Put that in there, a little in there. I thought this was a simple page, but now as I'm diving in, I'm like, gosh, all these little twisties. Let's see. Okay, and we're just taking the light green. Pretty sure you could tell by just the color I put down if it's light or dark, but just want to say, of course, there's no color cards or anything like that because there's no color names, so you can call these whatever you want. We could call this pine green and this other one grass green. Let's do that. I'll probably forget 5 minutes into this, but so I hope everyone is well. I still have a cough, but that's okay. Just decided that's gonna be what it's gonna be, and that's fine. All right. Oh, that one's connecting right there. Let's try, I'm just going to drag these two ends together because I kind of want to drag it out and see. But yeah, I am working on these watercolor battles. Apologies if it doesn't seem like I am. It didn't help that I got sick at the beginning of this year. So I think that's all for that specific vine. Yeah, okay, so let's set these aside. Oh gosh. So I need a finer tip for in here. This Derwent one is pretty beefy. Check out that bad boy. So it's pretty chunky. This Tombow, it's not too bad. That's a maybe. I may end up using the Pentel. Let me check though. I got a 3-pack of Tombows and I swear there's a finer tip. So let me look. You know what? I think that's the Tombow that's in my bedroom and I'm not walking down there. So let's give it a go. So these ones, it's like hard. Oh gosh, I forget I'm zoomed in. Oh, and it's doing that thing. So maybe I need to zoom out. Sorry about that. I don't want it to do the in and out thing. So yeah, these Tombows water brushes, so it's a hard plastic here, and this is your squeeze. So one thing I don't like about these is, unlike, okay, see your Pentel here, you can see the water squeeze through here, so you know, whereas here I'm like, hi there. Even the Derwent, you can see it squeezing through this chamber. So that was one thing I noticed. Water control wise, words are always so hard. It's not too shabby. Pretty decent, I would say. Let me see if it'll let me zoom. Okay, let's try zooming in, but I want to test and make sure it's not making you guys dizzy with a zoom in and zoom out. So I always have my rag pretty close by, and then I'm just going to take this little tip here and activate and move down into the dark. It's pretty lackluster at the moment, right? You're like, these colors are very vibrant, way more vibrant on this paper than they were on the watercolor paper. And you know what? If I go out of the lines, that's okay. As long as it doesn't keep auto-focusing. It's not supposed to autofocus. It's on ultra steady mode. I haven't figured out how to hook up my new camera yet. And by haven't figured it out, I just honestly haven't looked. I'm trying not to add a ton of water because while Johanna has excellent cardstock, it still doesn't take a ton of water before it starts to buckle. Okay, move that down. And again, just wiggly and wiggly. And then I don't know if I give it a gentle squeeze how much water I'm gonna get. I need to do a battle of the water brushes, but there's still a few brands on my list I need to get. But yeah, so far I've been pleased with the Pentel, which was surprising because I honestly didn't think I would like them. The Kuretake Zig I do like, but I do feel that they have a heavier flow, less water control. Now, if you want my honest opinion, so I like water brushes for doing like swatching, because I like to swatch in bed while watching YouTube or ER reruns, because that's what I'm on right now. Binge watching something on Netflix, basically. But when it comes to actual painting, I would prefer to break out the brush and paint puck cup because I feel so much more in control. I can dab off my brush. But yeah, like if I want to do this in bed or, you know, obviously I can't have a jar of water next to me in bed. So I tend to break out the water brushes, and not all water brushes are created equal. That is one thing I have noticed. I have quite a few I still need to open up. I've gotten some from art subscription boxes. A few manufacturers were kind enough to donate some as well. I'm trying to think, what's the ones I still need to pick up? I want to get the other Derwent ones, not just this big chunky monkey one that I got by luck from an art subscription box, by the way. I was like, oh, yay. Oh, the Faber-Castell ones I want to get. Oh gosh, my list is always growing though, isn't it? But yeah, the life of a YouTube creator. There's always so many things we need to get. And so it's kind of a mixture of need and want. You know, you need them for projects and to like review and test for you guys, because that's kind of what I like to do. But then there's always those items you just really want as well. I'm trying to make sure I stay in frame because I'm super zoomed in. Okay. So that was not too bad to control the water in that itty bitty little zone. Okay, so let me put these back because without having these numbered, I don't know where they go. Okay, so that one goes there. That one goes there. Now we have some little flowers. And we also have more greenery. Let's just tackle all the greenery first. So I want to keep it very jungly and bright. These colors look awfully close, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I want some like peacock greens. So in the second tray, these trays are god awful. I'm gonna have to, once I put these in order, move these around. But okay, in the second tray, there is this color. So I'm coming off of, oh, this is so hard. Okay, so I have this bright green, which is right here. That one, that one. Okay, so this is the one I want. It's kind of like a hopefully a peacock green. And then some of this, sorry, is maybe I can try this one. These look awfully close too, though. I will be re-swatching probably on a cardstock because I know a lot of you want to know what these are like on like coloring book pages, which is a legitimate concern. Okay, so let's try this one here. They look, well, I guess they're slightly different. Okay, I'm gonna pause and sharpen. There you go. Saved your ears. Okay, so yeah, we've got tealish and more tealish. Like my technical terms. So I think we'll make like some of these fanned out ones. This teal color, this is the darker one. Yeah, like I said, some of these are pretty close to one another. Now I'm putting down a light layer. I want to emphasize that. As with all watercolor pencil products, you know, the more you put down, the more you get back. You can always add more. You can't take away. These watercolor pencils do not reactivate and lift as easily. That said, when I get to my testing, I will see how well they lift and reactivate, but I mean, even the higher end brands don't really lift very well. Okay, I think, let's see, these are kind of squiggly, but let's make this big one here. Oh, these are very scratchy too, but this is a budget pencil. Okay, now I'm using the lighter teal. See, they look very close. And I'm going to leave the tip because I'm going to drag it out on that one. And probably with this one as well. So I might use my Pentel in there because I'm pretty sloppy with the other one. Trying to use a mixture of the colors here just to test them out. Okay, do we have, oh yeah, we have these ones down here. Oh, when you're zoomed in, you really don't have a ton of space, do you? I think I'll make these ones, these colors as well. I'm not pressing hard, by the way, at all. See, get that one there. This one doesn't look like it goes anywhere, so we're just gonna start it from there. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't know if the camera's picking up the scratchies. Oh, I hear the dog scratching at the door. Okay, and you know what? Let's make these ones here. So like I said, this kind of a color along, color and chat, learning about pencils, learning about techniques. It's a mishmash. I do apologize if you feel like I talk too much. I just get really awkward in silence, even though it's just me here by myself. I know someone's watching this, and so I just kind of feel awkward when I'm so quiet, you know? So I guess maybe that's something I have to work on, but can't please everyone. I've come to realize I'll get comments that I'm too chatty, and then other times people are like, no, you need to talk more. I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I've actually thought about, so my friend Debbie at Color Me Stress Free, she beat me to it, but she had made a, I heard my doorbell, but I'm pretty sure it's just UPS picking up my return. Yep, it is. So my friend Debbie had done a studio vlog, and I'm going to use my Pentel for this one, by the way. And I've thought about doing like a creator, you know, life or day in the life of a creator. vlog, like once a month type of thing. So I'm pulling the light color, by the way, and dragging it before I get back down to the dark. And just kind of, you know, going over things and hanging out. And so it's not like really a color and chat. It's more of a, I don't even know how to put it. Just a chat. But we'll see. And I think those I'll just do face to face. But I don't know. We'll see. My Whip Wednesdays, I do kind of chat about what's going on. See, so again, I'm pulling the lighter color, dragging it up, and then I'm coming back down to the darker-ish. These colors are very close together though, so it's not super dark. Let's see. For giggles' sake, let's pull some off the tip. I just want to see if it's more concentrated. No. So that there is a caveat with these budget watercolors. They just don't have that hardy pigment to carry on, you know, like if I'm pulling it off the tip and the color is still pretty, you know, that's just what it is. But I don't hold that against the pencil. I mean, this is a budget pencil. These companies can't afford to use high quality pigments or even, you know, load it with pigments because that's why it's a budget. I do have to pause though and let the dogs in. All right, I'm officially out of breath and back. So again, we're pulling. Oh, you may hear the puppies. I didn't close my studio door because it's just me and the pups. And I also want to hear if they get into anything. Or by they, I mean the puppy. Scout knows better. But I ran downstairs to let them in and then grabbed the package on the porch. And it's Scout's bark box. All right, there we go. Yeah, those colors are very close. You almost can't really see it on these littler ones. The gradient. I might try and mix some more funky colors. Because these aren't so heavily pigmented, they might mix okay. Let's get this one, pull out. They drag really nicely on this paper, whereas on the watercolor paper they did not. So that is something to keep in mind. I don't know if you guys can hear when my heater kicks on up here. It is pretty loud. The vent is right above me too. Pull that one out. All right. It's a good thing the door's open though, because this room gets really hot when the door is closed. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. So let's put these back, because again, I have no clue the names of these. So the darker teal I got from the second tray. Okay, let's do some pinks. Let's do some fun colors. Oh, you know what? This color here, I really liked. Oh, second tray. I was looking at the wrong tray. So it's right before the yellow. So yeah, the barrel of it was a red, but it came out to that, and I really liked that color. So I'm gonna grab that one, and then there is so many pinks in this set. Let's try a really light pink. So there's this one. Let's try and find that one. So it's on the first tray, just past the oranges. First pink, second pink. Okay. So yeah, let's see how these work on some of the flowers. So let me sharpen. Okay. I really love the black wood though. Isn't that beautiful? on the pastel set from this company. Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. Absolutely stunning on that pastel set. Oh, I don't know if you can hear Akira and Scout. There. Yeah, do you hear that scratching? That's them. They got zoomies, so they're running around the second story. Okay. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. This one's not as scratchy, so that's always a bonus. Okay. Hey. No. Okay, now we're gonna grab the lighter pink. So yeah, if I have one complaint I've noticed so far is the colors are very similar to one another. Quite a few of them are. So that's why I want to pop out that 36 count set that was sent to me. Akira, wait. She keeps trying to bite this one spot of my carpet. I want to pull out that 36 count because I'm wondering if that will have fewer repeats, and if so, that would be more the one I recommend. Let's pop a little bit of that in here. I'm so sorry. I might need to kick them out. Hey! They're very hyper this morning. See, don't even need a day in the life of a creator vlog. You can just hear it in the background. Okay. Let's pop a little bit of this here. I'm so sorry if you can hear them. I'm gonna kick them out here in just a second. I'm just trying to not lose my focus where I'm at right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna pause and let these maniacs out. Okay. I'm getting a workout just doing a color along. Okay. Let's pop some of that over here as well. This one is a little scratchy, but again, I'm not holding that against them because these are budget. And then let's put some down here just for some balance. Make this one pink, but the others, I don't know. Okay. And then let's just pick some more colors, and then that way. Okay, so let's get, so we're going for a nice bright, let's get some purples. There were some really pretty purples, so let's see. Off the grays. Okay, this one. So I'm thinking this one here. See how they didn't really dissolve well on the watercolor paper? It is definitely something to keep in mind because if you plan to use these on watercolor paper, you may not get a good result. And I think, see how close these two are right here? That's why I want to see what's in that 36 count set. Okay, then off the first tray, we've got, already used that pink, so let's try the pink next to it. I'm trying to not repeat. Okay. So yeah, we'll use a dark purple and a lighter pink. Okay, so let's pop those into this flower here. Ugh, now that I've closed my studio door, my office is gonna get so toasty. It has been cold, but not super cold. January and February here in Utah get pretty chilly, but really it's been like in the 30s, which is warm for this time of year. And but I get cold, like really cold, and it doesn't help that for my daughter's kindergarten bus, I'm always out there waiting for her, and it's, you know, I'm never in like jeans or pants made for this season. I'm usually like in my workout clothes or my cozy house pants, as I like to call them. And yeah, they make me super chilly. So I'll come inside and then I feel like I'm just chilled to the bone. Like the other day, I actually had to take a bath in the middle of the day because I was freezing. All right, now we're gonna just take this lighter pink and pop it in there. Yeah, February is even worse. It'll drop lower. But like I said, 30 isn't actually hot for us here. Or cold, I mean, sorry. I was thinking hot because I'm getting hot with my heater on right now. Like, oh, this room heats fast. You can hear the dogs howling downstairs because they're mad I closed the door on them. Ah, puppy life. Okay. Let's see what else. You know what? Let's put those here for some balance. So I'm taking that dark purple color. Now with like my Indra macaroon colors, I did just manually add numbers so I could track them. I'll probably end up doing the same with these. Okay. What else could we make? I think we should add some of this purple over here somewhere. Let's definitely get some of these squares. And I'm just going to do the purple on its own and drag it out and see how it looks, because they didn't drag very well on the watercolor paper, but they seem to drag better on this paper. All right, and then I think I'm gonna make this little twisty leaf purple. I can hear Scout whining downstairs. I don't know if the camera picks up that. Oh, huskies. Yeah, I get my dogs Pup Box and Bark Box, but I almost think it's more of a treat for me. I get so excited to get things in the mail. Maybe it's because I work from home. I don't know. But I get excited when their box comes, but it's also fun. It's like they're excited because they know what it is. Of course, they don't know the difference between whose box is, you know, belongs to who. So they do fight over it. But they share anyway. But I always laugh because I got the tough box from Bark Box. That's, you know, for the tough chewers. All right, so where's this purple go? And Scout chews through it in like 5 seconds. So I'm like, okay, tough chewer. All right, so second row. Yep, okay. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm loving the teals and greens and purples and pinks. Oh, I don't want to ruin it with a yellow or an orange, but well, blue would be really pretty. And there's some very pretty blues in this set. It's just, again, a lot of them are very close to one another. In fact, let me show you something. So see here, these are like practically the same. This one I got a little more water on, but I have a feeling it would have been really close to this one had I not oversaturated it. So yeah, I am noticing, that's why I'm really curious how the 36 count set is. It might be better to just get that. I don't know if it includes these little doodads, these half pencils. Did I even show those to you guys? The 50/50 pencils. I do like that they gave you the metallics and neons, ones that you don't normally use in half, because you won't go through those very quickly. All right, so yeah, let's let's add some blues. I want to try and grab, I want to do a dark blue. Okay, let's try this blue up here. So this is on the first tray. Got our black, and then it's 3 in. Okay. And then let's try, I feel that one will be too close. So let's just scooch 2 over and we'll try those 2. So again, no name, so dark blue and light blue is what we're going for. Zoom you in. And now they're magically sharpened. Okay. So let's pop in. Excuse me. This is almost like an underwater scene with the bubbles, don't you think? So, I might use blue on the background. So let's be gentle with the blue. Let's do some blue in here on these little, I'm gonna call them doodads. That's the official term today. And I'm using just that darker blue color because I don't know how it's gonna react. Okay, adding the lighter blue to that one, but not the other one. Let's do these little squiggly leaves in this blue. I think what I'll do is, again, I'm still using just light pressure. Plus, with these cheaper brands, you want to be very cautious about being too heavy-handed because they may not dissolve the lines. So, you know, like the higher end pencils dissolve at the moment you say the word water. Oh my gosh, those Caran d'Ache aquarelles just poof. Who was it? It was Angie, yes. Angie is a wonderful subscriber, and she's all over ColorTube. She has her own channel too as well. I'll try to remember to link to the people I'm mentioning, but I'm really bad about remembering these things. But she is super sweet, and I think it was her. It was either her or it might have been Kenny. Now I'm questioning my own thoughts. Somebody, let's just say somebody on YouTube had made the joke that Caran d'Ache, or what was it? Albrecht melt at the touch of water, but Caran d'Ache museum aquarelles melt at the mention of water. I was busting up at that. In fact, now I'm starting to think it was Kenny that said it. You know what? If either of you are watching, you can just tell me which one of you said it. You both get credit now. But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. All right, and the jets are with us. So I'm gonna leave some white right around there. So I'm gonna put these back. Gosh, this is so tedious, but I have to make sure I put them back in the order they were swatched right now, so I at least know that. Okay. I really want more pink, and like I said, they're in purples. There's tons. So let's try. And I'm sorry if it's kind of obnoxious to watch me pick colors. I just kind of thought it would be helpful in a way to watch me pick colors. Of course, you guys can always tell me if that's just a waste. Actually, these are on the bottom row. I like these. Okay, so we got our olivey. Oh, this is not lining up. Oh, that's why. Okay. So this one is right before this one. Oh my goodness, Scout is just so whiny today. That coral color would be really pretty too. I may end up, the problem is I can't pull a bunch of pencils because I need them in their trays. So that's the other problem right now, is just the way I have them swatched, and I just can't justify swapping up the order yet because I need to figure it out. Okay, so I've got this red. I'm gonna grab this pink here, which is not that one. It's this one. The barrel colors do not help, by the way. The barrel colors are not even close. Okay, so I'm going to grab that one. And then just on the other side of my oranges is another, let's try this corally light skin tone-ish color. Okay. Will they work? I don't know. Okay. So let's give these a go. Okay, so I'm going to try these little leaves here with this darker, it's like a reddish pink color. It's looking a lot more red right now. Yeah, a lot of repeat colors or colors that are just really close in this set. Let's try this color. This is like it's almost like a really light peach. It's very pretty though. And I think I'm gonna throw this one down here. Just kind of drag it out. Drag that one out. And let's see. Yeah, we could probably, let's pop that into these ones here. Not really doing anything fancy technique-wise. This is just kind of having a go, testing them out. Because I haven't used these. I've literally just swatched. And part of the battles is to actually test these on real pages and in action. It's one thing to just put them on a swatch like page and you know, compare apples to apples that way, but really the best comparison is those pages and using the pencils. So that's a big thing. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll activate all these ones we've thrown down, and then I'll probably pause, and then we'll pick up with a part 2. Okay, so let's get these little flowers, because I know we haven't done these yet. Yeah, the pigment is just very muted on these, but that's okay. These are pretty budget friendly. See. Now I would normally just do a background with the pencils I'm testing, but because these are so light with their pigment and they don't dissolve as well as I would like for a watercolor pencil, I fear that if I did a background, it's not going to come out very well. In fact, I should use the Tombow on this one. So let's grab the Tombow because these are a little bigger. Okay. So see how I'm pulling the pink from the center and then I'm pulling it into the purple because I have a little white space there. I don't want to get down there. Sorry for all the throat clearing. I'm probably gonna have this cough for like ever, it feels. So I'm just wiggling that into the white space to create my little highlight for dragging it down. Very pretty colors though. Even though they're muted, they're very pretty. Don't get me wrong there. That blue activates really well. Actually, I really like that one. All right, let's see how this purple. Okay. Going good so far. That blue is actually got a pretty good amount of pigment because it's pulling. So it's the red. I'll activate these little ones here too. Again, I'm just starting with my lightest and moving into my dark. Now you can activate the dark, it's just you gotta stipple it up into your light. And stipple just means doot 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 with the brush. And it's a good practice to go from light to dark anyway if you're gonna start using more heavily pigmented pencils, but also if you plan to use ink tints, because ink tints are not as forgiving. But yeah, you can always drag it up a little. The nice thing with watercolor pencils, though, is they're a lot easier to layer. So you could put down your layers first. These are dusty, I've noticed. Okay, let's get these little blue leaves over here. Not really little, are they? But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my, oops, I got some pink on my brush. Didn't wash that off. So I'm going to grab my light blue, drag that around, and then I'm just going to kind of activate my center blue, but I'm just kind of wiggling it into the center. And then this one, I'm going to stipple it in there very lightly. If you don't feel like waiting for this to dry, you can use your Ranger heat tool, but I'm not using a ton of water, so these are going to dry relatively quickly. And the reason I don't tend to use a lot of water on Johanna Basford pages is because while it is good cardstock, it can buckle on you. Yep, the jets are back. And you can make your brush as wet or as dry as you want. This is really a user preference with watercolor pencils and watercolors in general. Water control is up to you. There's no right or wrong with water control. Like even if you're doing a wet on wet technique or dry or wet on dry, you determine the water, and that will change the outcome, but that's what's fun. Yeah, so these pencils dissolve a lot better on this paper. Oops, we're starting to buckle, and I really don't have that much water on there. Okay. I think most of these I can activate with a Tombow. So we got these petals here. So I'm going to pull my pink up and then just move it down. See, that purple doesn't want to dissolve very well. Get my brush a little more wet and see if it just needs more water. It's also a very muted purple. Now this is just one of many pages I'm going to color with these Indras. I've got to color at least 2 pages per brand. No, they won't all be filmed. It's just whatever, like for some reason I was sitting here and I'm like, I feel like filming this. Okay. Now you could go over these with colored pencil, you know, add your shading. But I like the muted look of the watercolors myself. I feel it's very elegant. Let's grab these ones over here. Oops, and out of the lines. Okay, let's get these little doodads. That's what I call a lot of Johanna's work, doodads, because I don't really know what's what. And that's not a gripe on her work. It's just, you know, she makes such magical little things. Not all of them are from nature. I mean, these are lily pads. I got that much. And this is one of her older books. So her style has certainly evolved over the years, as it does for any of us. Whether it's coloring or drawing, we all evolve. And I don't find that to be a bad thing. It's just funny because, you know, some of your favorite coloring book artists might evolve into a style you no longer jive with, but it's okay. Like my style might evolve into something not everyone wants to watch, but that's okay too. That's why there's tons of us out there. Okay. I think I activated everything. Oh, I don't know if I got that one up here. It's hard to tell. I think I did. Okay, so let me zoom out. Yep, that was the one. Look at those colors though. It's very light for sure, but they look very pretty on the page. Oops, Tombow lid doesn't want to stay on. So yeah, I think when I come back in part 2, I will probably be able to tackle the rest of this. I'm moving a lot slower. Watercolor pencils are a quick medium, by the way. I'm just moving slow because I can't pre-pick my colors and, you know, just kind of playing around with this, but keep that in mind. Hopefully you guys are hanging out with me though and checking out these Indra creative watercolor pencils, and I'll see you guys in part 2 and we will go from there. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and until next time, take care. Bye now.